last time you were here, we were talking about people who are good podcasters, not great comics.
Okay.
This guy, I think, I never thought I'd say this, fucking becoming a great comic, in my opinion, not so likable on podcasts. Ari Shaffir's new special.
I like Ari Shaffir.
Okay. Because he was part of like the Rogan 4 with Bert and Tom, and I always thought he was like the least funny one. And now he's part of the Protect Our Parks. I always kind of thought he was the least, but like he dropped that special called Jew on
That was great.
YouTube.
I watched that one.
That was like brilliant.
Yeah, and even like the setting with the candles and everything.
Yeah.
Awesome. No one's been doing that.
Yeah, he takes you on a journey through the Jewish religion, but makes it funny, but super informative. I feel like I learned so much. But this new one, America's Sweetheart.
I haven't watched it yet, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I watched it last night. So I won't spoil anything, obviously, but it's all pretty much him looking at the good side of things. So like he takes some dark stuff and says, well, "What about this?"
Yeah.
And I won't ruin any bits. I won't be able to tell jokes like him. But like, I left the special like, am I an Ari Shaffir fan? Did I find him funny? It's like, yeah, he's a good comic. So.
That was actually a great point that you made, because he is that. Like he can be kind of like cynical and present as an asshole on podcasts, and I feel like that's how he comes across. He got the whole drama of him drugging Bert Kreischer. That was a big thing for a while, and then I think what really like made a lot of people think that he was an unfunny a-hole was he had a really dry bit on Twitter for a long time where like when a celebrity would die, he would kind of roast them post-death, and they were never really that funny. So I never really understood why he thought that was a good idea. And that Kobe Bryant one killed him. Yeah. That really killed him in the public limelight for a while.
The Kobe one was rough.
Yeah.
Because it's like, and you like a swing and a miss. Sure, if you want to play this heel character, get people to hate you, cool. But yeah, it seemed like there was some actual hate underneath.
Yeah.
And it was, I don't think a lot of people, it translated with like anybody.
No.
Everyone was like, yeah, get away.
Even his comic buddies, like, because I used to watch, I don't really watch Tom and Bert and Joe and all those guys all that much anymore. There's just so many podcasts to listen to. But even them, like, were like, we didn't really understand what he was doing there. Like we kind of like, we would check in on him, make sure he was okay after that. But we kind of thought it was a miss too.
Yeah, for sure. He total swing and a miss. And I think it was a good year before anybody ever saw or heard from him again, at least in the podcast scene.
Yeah.
And I think what he did is he just went off the map, like turned his phone off. And that's an interesting thing about him too. He'll go just unannounced to Asia, small town, where nobody knows him, and just have a good time for a month. Like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I like that about him too. He is an interesting person for sure. Like, he's done a lot of weird shit. And I think he actually has quite a few stand-up specials because I've gone back to watch some of his older stuff too. And I agree with you. The one he did, Jew, was great with the candles behind him, looked amazing. And even the setup on the new one, I watched the little preview because Jen and I were going to watch it either later today or some point this weekend. But like how he's got all the plants and stuff behind him, I'm like, not enough comics value the stage setup. I'm like, I like this. I really like it. It's nice to watch. But I'm excited to see that one.
It's funny. I think I heard somewhere, maybe he just did Shane's pot, whatever. He said he dropped like $85,000 on that background alone. Yeah.
That's crazy. And he's an independent kind of comic, right? Doesn't have any like push from any like sponsors or anything that would pay for that, would they?
No, he was part of Comedy Central for a little while.
Okay.
He had that This
right.
Is Not Happening show, but then I think something
went awry. Something went awry. Someone else took over it, hosting it, didn't they?
Oh, really?
Because I think it lasted without him for a little bit.
Okay.
Have you ever seen Tom Segura's episode of that where he talks